So I looked at her and I asked, "Why did you snitch? I never did anything bad to you. Surely there's an explanation for all this." She then looked at me with tears in her eyes and said, "One Rish, I love you." Yo, what's up guys? It's One Rish, baby! And I know you're probably not expecting this, but today we are finally starting the Rish Gang comedy journey. You guys are probably sick of me uploading remix after remix after remix. It's like you might as well call me One Remix or Remix Rish. Whoa, super duper. Well, that's why I've decided that aside from music, I'm also going to be making these shitty videos where I talk about my extremely interesting life. That's right, this is now going to be a storytime channel. Whoa! One story, baby! Anyways, before we begin, I just want to say that this story can be very traumatizing, so if you cry easily or if you get scared, please do not watch, okay? I will not be responsible for any mental trauma this video causes. So without further ado, let's begin. Alright, so the story takes place about 10 years ago when I was still living in Malaysia. It happened in my old school and I was only in grade 3 when this happened. So pretty much, I was just chilling with my friends in class, you know, it was like the first day back from holidays. Everyone was kinda bored, even the teacher didn't want to be there. Bro, the teacher was literally sleeping on the desk and he only woke up when the bell rang. Anyways, the bell rang and we all stood up to wish our teacher good morning. You know, the usual, "Good morning, Mr. Rahman." No, not A.R. Rahman, Mr. Rahman, the name of our teacher, who was flat on his face asleep on the desk 5 minutes ago. So since it was the first day back, the teacher made us all stand up one by one and introduce ourselves. You know, like say your name, say something you enjoy doing, and give the teacher your address for research purposes. That's what they say at least. So Mr. Rahman, the intimidating teacher, started pacing the classroom like a lion about to pounce on his prey. He asked the class who wanted to introduce themselves first, and of course nobody wanted to. It was the first day back and everyone just wanted to go home and sleep. I mean, come on man, give us a break. We just had a break. And then came the most threatening line of all time. "If you don't volunteer, then I will have to choose someone," said Mr. Rahman. I immediately looked down, avoided eye contact, and acted like I was doing something, but unfortunately, the ferocious lion, Mr. Rahman, caught me and asked me to go first. I mean, I was chill with it, you know, like I didn't really care at first. Who's gonna judge me, man? It's just a bunch of 10-year-olds and a teacher with sleeping issues. So I stood up and I said my name is Rishi, my hobby is making music, and by the way, I also like rapping. Then, you know, after a while, I was feeling myself a bit, you know, so I went on a bit more about what I did in the holidays, etc. And honestly, I thought I did a great job, like, everyone was clapping, not really, but I felt like everyone was clapping and it was a pretty great moment for me. But for some reason, there was this random girl in the corner who started laughing. Like, it wasn't just a normal laugh, you know, it was like a really annoying laugh. She sounded like an evil witch. I looked her in the eye and just asked her to please respect her elders because I was like 1 month older than her. But she didn't even listen. She continued laughing and laughing and I was so pissed, man. I turned around about to file a complaint when I quickly realized that she wasn't laughing at me. No, she was not laughing at me. The teacher, Mr. Rahman, was fast asleep on the desk yet again. What kind of a teacher is he? This is a disgrace to all teachers worldwide. But before I could even process what was going on, I felt something zoom past my face. I think it was like a rubber or something. And no, I don't mean that type of rubber, you naughty. But an eraser whooshed past me and smack banged Mr. Rahman right in the face. It was like a full-on, like a baseball throw, you know. It went smack and smashed him right in the damn face. The whole class went silent and it was obvious that the laughing witch at the back was the culprit. She was the one who threw the eraser. And guys, it was bad, okay? Like, really bad. Mr. Rahman had a massive bump on his head and this girl must have been like a professional bowler or something because that was a hard hit. The teacher looked really mad and before I could say anything, the annoying girl pointed at me and said that I threw it. What the hell? I tried to explain myself but the teacher was way too angry to care. He went straight to the phone and called the principal for me to be sent to the office. Within like 2 minutes, I see these massive men with jacked up muscles, probably around their late 20s or something, walk in the class. Did someone break into the school or something? Like, I was confused at first because there was no reason for these guys to be here. They looked like they came straight out of Mr. Olympia or something. Then Mr. Rahman pointed at me and these two UFC looking ass men grabbed me by the arm and escorted me out the class. Seriously? I'm a scrawny 9-year-old kid and you need these men to escort me to the office. I mean, I would have even walked there by myself if the teacher just asked me to. It was a bit over the top lah. I mean, I felt like a criminal who committed a crime that I didn't even do. All I could think about this time was that damn girl who got me in trouble. So we went to the office and the two UFC fighters put me in this lonely, worn down room with no windows. I was like, bro, let me out of here, at least give me water or something. But they were like, shut up, this is serious assault. You're in trouble, kid. The principal will be here in like 5 minutes. They then shut the door and left me in the darkness. A 9-year-old kid. I was in tears, man. I felt helpless. This was 10 times more abuse than what Mr. Rahman suffered earlier. And the best part was, I didn't even do anything. So here I was in this room, bawling my eyes out, just a little kid, you know. The principal was supposed to be here in a minute, but it was almost half an hour before she arrived. Think about it, guys. A 9-year-old kid trapped in a dark room for half a damn hour. That is torture. And to my unpleasant surprise, with the principal was the laughing girl who caused all this. Except she wasn't laughing anymore, but she was crying. And honestly, seeing her cry made me stop crying. So that was the only good thing that happened lah. But anyway, the principal came in and said the usual nonsense about being responsible, you know, gave us the annoying ass lecture. I can't even remember that much of what she said, but I know that after her boring lecture, she decided to leave both me and this crying girl in the room together, with no supervision at all, when we were supposed to apologize to each other and become friends. Yay! What? This was the worst idea ever. I hated this girl, but after a while, after seeing her crying and all that, I actually kind of felt sorry for her. So I looked at her and I asked, "Why did you snitch? I never did anything bad to you. Surely there's an explanation for all this." She then looked at me with tears in her eyes and said, "Wanrish, I love you."